got an article from Inman News. This was written by a lady named Missy Yost, and the article is titled 9 Unreasonable Repair Requests Buyers Should Skip. So number one is easily repaired items that will cost under $10. If it can be repaired easily, so as long as, for example, you know a light fixture works, you don't need to ask a seller to put a new light bulb in, because that's just annoying, if you will, and it's really not worth it. Number two, the replacement of smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. I disagree.
Okay.
In Georgia, I have found that sellers are generally sensitive to smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector replacement. So when you have smoke detectors that are missing, when they're not working, I don't think there is a specific requirement for carbon monoxide detectors. I don't know that that's a zoning law that you have them. But if you had one and it was not working, you probably could get the seller to give you a favorable answer by asking for it. Number three, cosmetic issues in a resale home. I agree with this 100%. If it's purely cosmetic, if it's something that's, for example, scratches on a cabinet, that you could get a little, the little stain pens you can get, or you can paint cabinets, I think it is not worth it to ask for cosmetic issues in a resale home. I think generally the answer is going to be no. Number four, repairs related to minor plumbing and electrical issues. People in Georgia, the sellers tend to be fairly sensitive to even minor plumbing and electrical issues. So the problem is, you say a minor plumbing issue. Well, a minor plumbing issue might be the fact that a sink doesn't drain, right? But how do you know that's minor? And so I would probably look more closely at, or recommend buyers look more closely at electrical and plumbing issues. And if you have to get an electrician out for one repair or a plumber out for one repair, there's probably nothing wrong with asking them to make 2 or 3 repairs there at the same time. Number 5, repair of hairline cracks in the basement or driveway. I agree with that. Be careful, though, if you have hairline cracks in the slab of the basement or in the wall of the basement. I think you need to, if you have any displacement, maybe if they're more than a half an inch wide, or if one area of the surface is either in front of or behind the other area of the surface, then I think you probably need to have somebody take a look at that. Number 6, outdoor landscaping, porch, and fence repairs. I agree with that. I think if you ask the seller to make repairs to the outdoor landscaping of the yard, I think you're probably wasting some of your power capital, if you will. Number 7, replacement of failed seals and window. I disagree with that. I think if you have failed, you know what a failed window seal looks like in a house, Alfie? If you have a double pane window, and sometimes the seal between the 2 panes fails and they start to cloud up, and in some cases you start to get these calcium deposits on the inside of the windows. Sometimes you can't see through them. Those can cost between $150 and $350 per sash to fix, sometimes even more if you have specialty windows. So I probably would ask the seller in a lot of cases for those. They might say no, certainly worth asking. Number 8, a new furnace, air conditioner, or water heater because they are old. I agree with that. If you have an HVAC system that puts out cold air and it puts out hot air, and you have a hot water heater that puts out hot water, Alfie, if I said to you, hey, your hot water heater's old and I need you to put a new one in, but when you turn on the hot water comes out, you as a seller are going to have a hard time with that one. And so I agree with that wholeheartedly. Number 9, roof repairs for a roof that is free of leaks or structural damage. I agree with that to some extent.